What's up, Sean? Hey, Cam, how you doing, man? So I'm just hanging out in the, it's like a early access VIP room. It's a cool room and everything. Everybody I know has like dealer badges and they're already in there. Rested already. Yeah? Well, after like getting heat stroke and all the stuff from the last time I was here, I'm gonna take it a little easy. Plus I'm old. I'm great, Cam. What have you been up to? What's up, Dano? Sean, I am. I actually got that. I got a huge water tin that I've been bringing in. I bought a bunch of Gatorade. I was hanging out earlier with Maddie, Ice, and Adam's Card Closet. They went to a shop, a local shop. I wanted to check in. They have their general admission, so I think they'll be getting in here soon. I think it opens for them at 6. But I'm here just a little bit earlier. But again, like most people I know already have their dealer passes and they're setting up or are set up already. A lot of people got their stuff yesterday too, so. $3 is the lowest I can go. What's up, Rob? Cam, you're not the first I've heard that from. A lot of people say that they haven't done it. I think it's one of those things that everybody should experience at least once. This is my 15th national. I tend to go to the one in Chicago more than any other. Basically, Chicago and Cleveland are the ones that I like best. More location too. We got a Cubs game this Friday. It'll be the first Cubs home game since Ryan Sandberg passed away too, so I'm sure they'll have some kind of thing set up for it. At the baggage carousel? Well, hurry your ass up, Rob. I'm sure, I mean, it's essentially early enough, it's not going to matter. I'm just sitting here at a table as people walk around. There's so many people like doing deals and whatnot also. I don't do requests, Jacob, but thank you. I made a little money. Delta needs to do it. So, Rob, our flight landed at 1 yesterday, and it spent like 45 minutes taxiing. So wherever the heck they landed, in Schaumburg or something, and they just kept rolling on the tarmac for 45 minutes to finally pull up to a gate. There were people that had connecting flights that were like flipping out. They're losing their mind, running up and down the aisle saying that they had to catch the flight and what's United gonna do. And but yeah, that was my experience. And then after that, I went to pick up my rent-a-car, and all I have is like debit cards now. I don't have like a quote-unquote credit card. So I rented a car, and they said I couldn't get my rental car because I had negative things on my credit report, which I had like an identity theft issue that I've been dealing with for like the last year. So essentially they didn't want to give me my car. So I ended up having to take the shuttle. So I had to jump back on the train, go from terminal, whatever the heck I was at, back to Terminal 1 to meet the shuttle driver who he kept saying he was 4 minutes away for like a good hour straight. It was nuts. What's up, Justin? Hey, Arnie. What's going on, man? Glad to know you're alive.
Funny you mention it. She just texted me today.
You heard prices? It's not even open, Sean. I don't know who said that, but it hasn't opened to the public yet. So if someone said that the prices are over comps, there probably is some truth to that because that's the standard. They pay so much for the tables, the dealers, that they have to price things above it. And truly, who sets the comps? Comps are just suggested prices. Whatever you sell the card for is what you sell it for. If a card's hot enough, say like PCA, there's so much market fluctuation ahead of time that, yeah, people are going to price it higher. That's how prices go up. We saw a video last night. Yeah, it's not open, buddy. Yeah, even if they had early entry, it's not open to the public. Tonight is early entry. If they got in yesterday, they had a dealer pass, and the dealer guys are just setting up right now. It's not open to the public. I wouldn't lie to you, man. Yeah, that's what I was trying to let him know, Rob. There's a lot of wheeling and dealing going on. Still a lot going on in here. And this is like the VIP early sit down.
It's not nothing. Several $1,000. It's not several million.
Yeah, he had a dealer. So the dealers, just to let you know, Sean, it's kind of a coveted ticket. I used to get those. I could buy a dealer pass off of like my buddies who had tables for like $100, and then I would use that instead of like a VIP. It truly lets you in like when they open, which is like 6 or something. So it's the hot commodity. But I was talking to a buddy of mine who we've gone to the Nationals or met up to him over the last like 20 years, like a bunch of times. He does a lot of like purchases, but he doesn't like set up as a dealer. But he always got those tickets just so he could get in at like 6, 7 in the morning or 9, whatever the heck it is. You get in there early enough, you're going to be able to get like tons of deals. But like a lot of times the dealers are setting up. Some of them are cool about it. Others are kind of like pissed because they're not set up yet. But it still isn't bad. I did get some VIP stuff, but it's not really free. I mean, you kind of pay for it one way or another. But yeah, every year you get something, some kind of branded card that says like the National. There's certain sets too that you can get. Plus, it's got like the propaganda. Like there are a couple of albums that kind of show what's going on, the events, the vendors, the autograph guests, pictures from last year. It's got like the map of the floor. What's going on, Hammy and Son? But there's like, I think one of the auto lines. So TriStar does the autograph stuff, and I think tonight it's who is it? I think I kept a couple of the rookies. So Milt Wilcox is one of the auto guys who have to be there, and then those who collected in the 80s. Hal Morris is the other one. But I found about a few of those ahead of time. I mean, I did like a couple days searching for certain people's rookies indoor cards to get signed, but not every card is easy to find. Like there's some money for the Chicago Bulls that was the first draft pick. That's like his claim to fame, is being the first Bulls draft pick, but he has like no cards. So I don't know what I'm supposed to get signed. He's not worth buying a mini basketball to get signed. So maybe I'll just have him sign a napkin or something. Right on him. Yeah, I'm going to be live several times during the National. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it during the autograph pavilion stuff. Maybe if I pay for a few people too, because I love having conversations. I have a thing from 2017, I think, where I met Hulk Hogan, talked to him for a while. I have the video, I think it's on my phone still. But those are the kind of interactions that you gotta love.
So yeah, I think
it's like paying for that kind of experience, you know what I mean?
still have
The prices are just nutty now, though.
80 cents.
I can remember looking at autograph pavilion prices, and like certain people were like $100, and I'm like, man, that's a lot for someone's autograph. Now, Big Papi, so Dave Ortiz is charging, I think, $350 for his autograph. If you want it inscribed Big Papi, that's another 100 and some. And then if you want Hall of Fame induction, that's an additional, I don't know, 50 or 100. So he pretty much gets you at everything. Also, it really depends on what you have signed. If you have a card signed, it's cheaper, or an 8x10. If you have a baseball signed, it's more. They get you coming and going, just like with grading anymore. Vendors pretty much charge as much as they want. Yeah, Hammy and Son, one of the great things, so I took my son several years. Up until he was 14, he could get in for free. They don't get any of the benefits, like, so say you buy like a super VIP or VIP, they don't get like the autograph tickets or anything like that, but they just get to come into the event for free. So any paying adult can bring in a child 14 or younger with them. And my son was like, he's basically into like the Pokemon stuff. He still is. He doesn't care about sports cards, but getting somebody in for free, I think it's a great thing to do. Cam, you'd fit right in. I'm the kind of person, I'm like most of the people here and or the event dealers that travel in packs, that's just not me. I don't want to say I'm a loner, but I'm fine on my own. I kind of prefer it. You get a lot more done because you get so much indecisiveness when you get a bunch of people together. It's just crazy. Yeah, Justin, that was us talking about. So Justin and I went, not live, but we did a screen where we met up and we're just talking. Just call it a video conference, whatever. And we were talking about the pricing on it. And the Ortiz was one of the things he was looking at. Yeah, and if your son just turned 15, obviously he won't be able to get the 14 and under, but it's worthwhile to buy him a ticket to have him come along. I think it's like roughly $30 a day. But if you buy the VIP, you get a lot more. You get the aforementioned VIP freebies, different cards and/or promotional things. You get if you get the VIP, it's 8 free autographs. If you get the Super VIP, it's 12. Those are spread across the 5 days of the event. Tonight there's 2 autograph guests, and then like all the other days, they have a bunch of stuff set up right now. Cousin Eddie, one of the ones that's signing, which would be fun for the campiness of it, but I just don't see myself spending money on it, I guess. But yeah, go to the national website and check out the autograph guests. The ones in green are the ones that are for the VIP or Super VIP. Well, Michelle, I can be your tour guide and/or rough people up if you ever need that done. I was talking to Lindsay about it too. She was at last year's event, but I did not make it to the Cleveland one. Just had started a new job, wasn't able to get the time off because I had spine surgery in early January, so I didn't end up going for that. But I plan on going next year again, so it's I guess you call it like a snaking order. So it's going to be in Chicago twice. Then it goes back to Cleveland, then Atlantic City, back to Cleveland, and then Chicago again. So we can talk, Michelle. I know for a fact that I will be here next year, so. And we could organize it where you get not a block of rooms, but it's just easier for like your people stay in the same hotel, not the same room, and then maybe even like work out renting a car where we like split the cost on that too. That's always a good way to do it. Like I think Adam and Maddie have a room together. What's up, Shalini? I swear, when people wear backpacks, they have no idea that they're just like smacking into people with them. Or maybe they do and they're just douchebags. Yep, I'd totally be your bodyguard.
Yeah, I wonder. So actually,
Panini has that, Shalini. Yeah. Well, not just Panini. I guess it is Fanatics doing it too. So yeah, I think you have to either have the receipt or if you buy it directly from, like, say, the vendors. I think they have like specific national vendors. But yeah, they have the silver packs. And those are crazy. Like you can pull one-of-one cards out of there. And not necessarily just like the worthless national and/or convention one-of-ones where like it's stamped at the event. I mean, these are legit. So today is the first day of the event. 6 o'clock is the admission to the public, but VIPs and super VIPs, I believe, get in at 4. But this, what do you want to call it, like early access room itself was open at 12. Or no, wait. Maybe it invited me earlier than 12. but they don't let any of the general public until 6. And then if you have, I'm trying to find it.
Well, I mean, I could get that. I would take it. It was one of the 3 that I need.
So if you have that, you're able to get in early. What up, Clinton? Wolf, man. How you doing? Clinton, I'm the pimp. You're the hooker. Yeah, I keep all my passes, but if I see an extra one, I'll find one showing me. I actually got like a bunch of them on right now. Hard to see. So some of them had cards on them back in the day. Now I've got that whole thing all like bunched. When did Bill show up? What up, Bill? Yeah, it's a downtown to look the Bears, the Chicago Bears. Trying to think who. Doesn't really say who designed it, but yeah, I'm sure Panini. Panini always makes the passes or has the promo cards at least since 2014. I have a rolling suitcase. Well, it's actually like a graded card case, and it's a rolling one. I actually use it to as like almost like a bench when I'm going to tables. It just makes it easier. And when you end up, standing up from like 9 in the morning until 7 at night, you get a little tired. I like the blue effects lighting. So that line that's wrapping around there, that's for the autograph guest, and it's like it wraps around half the room. I'm not a fan of queuing that though. So I'll probably just wait until it gets closer to the end. Clinton, I think you just arrived. Yeah, the show itself doesn't open to the public until 6 tonight. It opens early to VIP pass holders at 4. But aside from that, there hasn't been much action because the event's not open to the public right now. It's convention food, Cam. I mean, Chicago has good food outside of the convention, but here it's like hot dogs, slice of pizza. It's not gonna. There's no gourmet stuff that I know of. They have like a weird lunch line thing,
Regardless of who it is.
where you can get like a lunch meal, but again, nothing worthwhile. What's it called? There's a deep dish place that we're going to go to. Possibly. But we ended up getting pizza earlier at a Mamma Mia's restaurant, which is a place I've never heard of, but they had like a thin pizza because we didn't want to eat thick pizza pie. I did meet up with Matty Ice and Adam. So, as many of you know, I have my project of getting the Garbage Pail Kids signed by different YouTube community members. So I was able to get Matty and Adam to sign a couple. And then I have more set up for like other people that I know I'm going to be meeting here. I'll try not to clip anybody's ankles, but yeah, I know how bad that hurts too. And you're in such like confined space, like in the actual aisles, that people clip each other all the time. Like I was saying about the backpack thing. If you're sitting down, you're going to get hit in the back of the head by a backpack. And if you're standing up, you're going to get your ankle or shin clipped by the rolling hard case. But I'll try not to mess people up. So the waters are about $8. Yeah, that's why I ended up getting heat stroke last year, because I was too cheap to pay for it. But like I was saying, I definitely got it worked out now.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are we doing?
Yeah, I'll run into a few people.
Hey, let's give it up.
There's about 500-600 people in this room, so.
Awesome VIP.
Yay.
Those of us that have been around a while, we know those of you that don't know me, my name is Tim.
Well, it's so beforehand, back in the day, this wasn't a thing. They didn't open early the night before, so essentially it opened the morning of. So the reason it's so late is most people fly in later in the day, and then it's called a preview. That's what I think they listed as, is like like the national preview, where you can get a preview of what people have. You can start setting up deals. You can figure out what booth someone's at, all that stuff. So I think that makes sense in that respect. What up, Alan? What up, Johnny? How you doing? I just got a text from a buddy who dropped his stuff at the hotel room, and he is... Oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate the super chat. I have like a card mandate for a few different people of cards I'm looking for. I was actually already able to work a deal out as I sat down earlier today for a Corbin Carroll. It's not an actual rated one, so I'm going to see if I can't get it slabbed. I'm still looking for that card for you, obviously, and Michelle, and the Linda Ronstadt cards. And everybody else that I have lists for, I'm going to check on that too. Hey, what's up, Matt? Are you guys still at the shop, Matty? Well, I don't think anybody's going to not go, Shalini. And I think it's just a preview, that's all. I think if they ended up opening it earlier, then that would defeat the purpose of the preview. So it would just be like making a 5-day event to a 6-day, and then if they did it again You know, it'd be like just another day added. I don't know. Who knows what they're thinking is. You're leaving soon. Were there any good cards at the shop? Was it a decent shop? Did it have like more gaming than anything else, or what? But to give you an idea of like what people are working right now at the table I'm sitting at, got a couple people working on their trade, obviously. You'll see that all over, like this table here. It's like one after another. People are just working on trades. So I did get the pass, Maddie. The parking pass, that is. And yes, you need it to, what happens is they said you go to pay for your parking spot or whatever. It has like a machine, and you scan the QR code when you go in and the QR code when you leave in order to not pay. Yeah, you're welcome. What up, Lance? Love you too, bro. I thought you were saying love you working. But yeah, I completely understand, appreciate you coming by. We had always planned as a group for like demo, Adrian, League of Their Own, J&J, all of us going and like not setting up for the show at the National, but for all of us going and hanging out, but we never got that done. Working your life away. All right, have a good night, Clarky. Appreciate you coming by too, Lance. Yeah, I mean, I've been talking to a lot of people as far as coming to the National. A lot of people have misconceptions on the cost of it and or how impractical it would be to go. I am not some kind of like big spender, but like I was saying, this is my 15th National, so if I'm able to work it, I think anybody can work it. I only set up at 2 different ones, and that was back when the market, you didn't even make that much money in the card biz. Like now, it's just nutty. But I think everybody can make it work. It's not that expensive. I think when all is said and done, it's going to be like $1,800. That's hotel, airfare, and ticket to the show. And that ticket being a super VIP, which is worthwhile. But if you think about the cost of it, someone might say, oh, 18, that's a lot of money. But not for 5 days. Not for like all of the networking and or fun. The experience itself is one of those things that everybody should definitely experience. So don't sell yourself short. Don't like automatically think it's too expensive, because it's not.
No, they were lined up for
All right, Sean, take care, man. Maddie. Yeah, whatever, Johnny. While we're dreaming, I'm gonna find me a cam girl supermodel OnlyFans chicky poo while I'm here.
I
what's up, cab? Nope, it's not open to the public yet, so I have not seen that.
Oh, really?
I don't have the dealer pass. I think a lot of people who have streamed on YouTube, they've all had that. You agreed? I agreed that you're delusional? Yes, I did. Yes, my waifu. Gonna find me my waifu. I've also gone to like several Comic Cons. That is definitely more, from a male perspective, eye candy happening. Obviously, not for like younger ones or something like that, but anybody older than 18, maybe even for that matter 21 is okay.
Right, yeah.
21 for like an old guy like me, because I can't even look at anybody younger than that. Even at 21, it's creepy, right? It automatically goes on to the creep factor, which is almost like the Fujimi scale, the F scale for tornadoes. There's a creep factor.
So I was hoping I would get them. I was hoping that the kit back, but I had taken those fucking.
It's your buddy's collection.
I was ready to have it back.
Okay. I have your buddy take a video and or picture of his booth in the card. I'm not sure anybody is able to. That'd be kind of a cool thing, like rate my table or something like that. You're limited on, dealers are limited on space. So if it's in a showcase, that's awesome. Maybe it's like a lot of times people will set up the stuff behind them on shelves too. Give out this bag for one of the VIP things. That is the size of the bag and how awkward it is. I mean, I get it's eBay's colors, but I'm not sure what you're supposed to like carry in that. And it's probably one of those bags that probably breaks apart really easily. Gotcha, Cap. Yeah. I'll let you know if I end up seeing it. Just find out what his booth number is. That might save some time.
Cricket pad. Seal. I guarantee you.
That's starting to get like way more thick in here.
Very interested. They're not going to know anything about it.
I think there's some like some kind of free food too. I don't know. I see people grubbing. One of the most peculiar things I notice is like there's people just walking around kind of like, you know, doing their own thing. But if they come across a table where someone's making a trade, they get all up in people's business. Like,
Sorry.
as if someone's live streaming a trade or something. They quite literally will stop what they're doing. I've seen people pick up people's cards and they're making a trade with somebody. If anybody hasn't been to a show and or event, just know that you should never do that without, of course, asking permission. And also, if you're not part of the trade, then aside from it being creepy that you're watching it, don't ask about questions. That's the weirdest thing too. What's up, Henry? Bill, I am not. I'm pretty sure I said that to you when you asked me that. I'm not setting up. I would be in there already if I were. Because like I was saying, the dealers get a dealer pass and they get in early. Drew, thanks, man. Got your text earlier. Appreciate it. I have not found anybody that will partake in the barley sodas. Maybe I will later. I'm hoping. Yeah, no touching my cards, Henry. It's so true. I have been involved in the shows where people are just straight up grab stuff off the table, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's nuts. I know, I forget, Bill, that your memory is not good. I just know we talked about it a couple times, and when you had asked them, we went over the table prices.
A couple of years ago when it very first started.
Table prices just ain't worth it. It did not just start recently. I love when people talk about the National as if it just started happening. Interesting. So another thing too is like you get the VIP stuff on a full it's like 8 by 8.5 by 11 sheets, and then the individual tickets themselves can be torn off, and they're on different days. Like I was saying, a lot of people will go after certain players, like it may be their particular team. But most of the time, people pay like $5 or something like that.
I'm good, guys.
Pretty cool though. I had a couple buddies that we would just basically trade for certain players on the list. Like really, I care about Dwight Gordon. That's like the big one for me. It's not a big one, but. Yeah, now Morris, I think that's all good. Am I enjoying everybody who's attending? Well, I don't think I have access to everybody, but sure. So the lines are dying down.
I didn't have a good experience.
You guys have to take it easy.
have a good experience with them either. But that was I've been chasing. I've been chasing my main account.
It seemed to him on 4 or 5 basketball players that he first ever did and he didn't play any of them. He was on the bench, held the towel. Yeah. It's nutty. I missed your comment, Bill. Hopefully it was a good one. What's up, Jeff? I didn't see you there. Sorry about that. So you're going to be there Saturday? I believe there's a YouTube group like trade night. So if you want to meet us there, or if you're talking to like Maddie or Adam's Card Closet, you should do that. This bag is hideous.
Hideous and massive.
Yeah, the size doesn't make any sense. I was just going to look at all the ones they had on there.
I will.
So here are the ones that are on here. I don't remember seeing some of the people on here. They add people and sub people or something. I was hoping they had Cousin Eddie for us to get. I mean, you'd be the. What's that?
I'm surprised they're not VIP.
I agree. I guess people are saying that he was at the Cleveland show and he signed every single day. There's certain people that's like every single day. Patrick Mahomes Sr. is every day too. He should be on the free years. I mean, if you're doing
every day,
yeah. And if your claim to fame is that your son is, I mean, he did play.
Your son plays in the NBA.
Yeah.
Or your brother plays in the NBA.
Yeah. Can't ride on someone's coattails for that. So do you go to a lot of Comic-Cons then?
I do not. I normally. This is my second year coming to Nashville too, so.
So you went to the Cleveland one then?
Yeah, Cleveland.
I didn't make it to that one last year. My favorite is Chicago. It's like the best one.
First time in Chicago.
And I'm a Cubs fan, so like we almost always go to a game too. So here, yeah. My business card too. I don't really deal a lot in the non-sports. I do some, but there's a whole group of people that's their whole thing is non-sports. Yeah, I worked at my buddy's card shop in Colorado for like 25 years, nights and weekends, and that was like for a while that was all that was sold. I mean, there was really hardly any sports cards going out the door. It was all about just gaming stuff. Even like Digimon, when that got popular, that was like a thing too.
That was a thing there.
Yeah. Are they worth anything? Is like there's any like
if you're some of the like really old Digimon cards,
like some of the promos too, or
if you have to find the right person. That's the hard part. But yeah, some of them are I think worth like
yeah.
nothing crazy.
Do you guys like the new Topps Chrome Marvel stuff. That's
I like it. It's too expensive.
it really jumped in price.
It's like $650 a box.
Yeah, and it just keeps going up too. And the products, it's not like it's not any different than any other Chrome product that's out there. It's just, yeah. And I get that certain IPs may be more collectible, but that's what I was just talking about that earlier. That it's the most bizarre thing to me when you're doing like a trade or something and it's between two people. People just come up and be like, and grab a card off someone's table, like they're part of it. Way too comfortable. Sorry, I missed you guys' chat.
Expand out, make massive.
Adam, are you guys going to show up here? Because I can get you the parking pass. Just let me know. Any wander slabs? Funny enough, what was it, 4 years ago now, when the last Chicago one was here, when I took my son with me. One of the cards I dropped off was Wander before he actually, I don't know. I'm sure he was doing bad things before then, but the AC is working this year, Jeff. So, yeah, it was 4 years ago. I ended up getting heat stroke and had to have an ambulance come out. They wanted to give me fluids to do an IV because, for one, I'm just not used to like that humidity, and it completely destroyed me. All right, so my battery's about to die.
So,
I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, guys. I'll catch you later.
create a badge. That badge is pointing to a folder. That folder is going to go into a program.